Yellow Mountain. This is where Mao Feng is made. I would say out of all the tea regions, Yellow Mountain and Wu Mountain, where the cook tea is made, are the two most beautiful areas. This is actually a scenery area. The ticket is like $98 per person. But because I'm carrying a tea bucket because I'm going to bake tea, so they're not gonna charge me. And this is not even the main scenery area. The main scenery area is like 200 some bucks, but there's no tea in the main scenery area. This is Phoenix Spring. Of course, that's the Phoenix Spring. And over there, that's Shan. That's the main scenic area, of course. The tea garden is right underneath the Shan. So we still have a little bit hike to go up. But I just want to show you how pretty everything is. So I don't know if you guys remember my previous year's video. The very first couple years when I came here, I was picking tea in this area, and now there's a stage here. Last year, I think we were already talking about they were already starting the construction. So the local government here, for some reason, does not support the tea activity here very much. They're focused. I mean, every tea region where there's a conflict of tourism and tea, the government seems like always need to make a choice. I don't know why they cannot copy Wu Mountain's model, where it's basically a win-win situation. Both the tea and the tourists are pretty flourishing. However, here they just recently built a stage, and then so let's see, all these tea trees are still kept here because they don't need to use the land, even though these were already all bought off by the government as well. The farmers can still pick tea, but our farmer, unfortunately, his land is right is right under the stage, so they had to cut down all the tea trees, which was really sad. Last year they were much more angry than this year. This year is kind of already happened, so they were just like, well, it's already happened. So now we have arrived at the tea garden of this farmer in Phoenix Spring. Now I want to show you that Mao Feng, the reason I really like Mao Feng is actually the environment it resides in. So the Tea Research Institute hasn't really paid much attention to this place yet. So there's not such thing as a new variety, even though some of the lower elevation area they started doing that with Mao Feng. But over here is still all the old varieties. You can see that they get planted in a very uneven way. It's probably planted in the grandpa era. So even when his father was older, it's already here. So it was the land that was planted. And it's so pretty. Look how many. I mean, today it's about to rain, so we want to put tea really fast right now. Before in the past year, if you see the footages, the sun just comes right through, and it's just so pretty. Now Mao Feng is what I call, it has a I don't know, like if you watch a kung fu movie, Mao Feng is like that one handsome swordman. So for a lot of other teas, when they say the picking is like a bud and a leaf, they just call it a bud and a leaf. Only Mao Feng, they say it's a sword and a flag. It's very, very I don't know, like very swordsman-like. So here I want to show you. So the older variety, basically it's kind of uneven. It's like apples. Every tree is a little different, and of course they bud differently as well. When they try to make a stabilized variety, the new varieties, to clone it, if they are looking for early bud, they're gonna try to use this one as a test version, because I mean this is not even already early, but you can see out of all these trees, see that one over there is budding pretty well. I mean this one's close to us, it's budding really well. And if you look at this one, it barely started budding right now. So this basically just shows you one of the challenges opposed to the older varieties. Basically they bud very unevenly, so and the yield is usually lower. It's less drought, frost, and pest resistant. However, it just tastes better. But it definitely poses a challenge if you want to increase productivity, because they bud very unevenly. So right now we're picking the oat variety. Oat variety. 今天你来尝一下这个茶叶好鲜啊。好鲜。So this is actually the first day they're picking the old variety. Now the new variety they started picking as early as March the 2nd. Now here's the one of the things that kind of misled the market. The people tend to think that the earlier they pick the tea, the better it is. It's actually not quite the case. Basically, in general, the later the tea buds, the better the more the tea is preferred. However, you definitely want to get to the tea as early as possible. So basically, you want to have the earliest pick of that tea. You want to get to the early of the life cycle of that tea. However, if the varietal of the tea or the location of the tea makes the tea bud late, that tea is usually preferred. I hope that kind of clarifies it a little bit. So it's already almost 10 in the evening now, and this household is still making tea. The reason that there has so many tea to make today, so today me and my cousin and the son, the younger son of this household, we pick a very small batch of tea for this household, but this is the tea for their in-laws. This is their older son. The first time I met him after all 4 years. So they're sipping the tea and then picking the tea, and then they also have 2 kids in the household. This is a big household. Everybody lives together. There's the little girl that was strapped on me earlier. A few years back when I was racing down a motorcycle, and this is the new son of the family, the son of the older son. So they have quite a bit of tea today to make. They're probably going to continue to make tea into in the morning. This is a tea stir frying machine. It's only like half a machine because they still use log fire. The bamboo, I was told, actually will increase the fire a little bit. So sometimes they'll add bamboo to it. As you can see, this is a piece of bamboo. I don't want to take it out because it's going to increase the smoke. But you can see it's a bamboo, right? And then close it like this with a pincer. Oh my god! 这里有个炸虫子，这是什么虫子？虫子不要紧的，站在底下不要紧。这是个什么虫子 ？Oh my god! There's a giant bug. What is it? 我要把它烧死。这是什么虫子啊？猪吧？不要放在这个里面烧死。这是什么虫子？哎呀 ，They're gonna burn it alive. Oh, the light just went out as well. Once we burn the bug. 这是什么？灯泡烧坏了。呀，我帮你开着这个灯，没关系。不要紧的。没关系。它烧一底子多嘞，它烧一底子多嘞。啊，别烫着，别电着。底下是多嘞。Something wrong with the light bulb. It's a little accident. 我帮你烧着茶叶吧，别把茶叶烧坏了。So see, this is still kind of like a machine, but it's actually powered by log fire versus by electricity heat, even though the turbine is by that. And now she's gonna take the tea out. 烧一下。灯后面的不多了哈。啊？灯拉慢点。啊，这是灯的。你这个，还灯高了。 I'm so glad to see after so many years I visit this household, their younger son is finally making tea, and I was told he's pretty good. His mother's been teaching him how to make tea. This household, basically the mom makes tea. Very interesting. Huang Shan family also, the mom's supposed to be better than the dad as well. And so this year we're going to try some of the tea that the son made. There's a batch that's coming into the oven. Because the weather forecast says it's gonna rain today, Remember, this is the tea that combines this households and then their in-laws as well. So their in-laws has lots of tea, and they actually hired a whole bunch of people to pick tea today because they're worried it's gonna rain. I mean, it's already raining today, but they're afraid it's gonna continue to rain for the next several days, that they won't be able to make much tea. So they sent out all their people, hired more people on the go to pick all the tea they have. So we're right now at the hidden spring for Mao Feng. Now this is the most traditional way of baking tea. You rarely see this now. They put it on the tray like this. So when you see the center actually rises up, it's not because they pile the tea up, but because there's actually a dome underneath it. This is to make sure that when the fire, see there's a charcoal beam on the bottom, the ashes. So they used to keep this for like a whole evening, and then they so the center, of course, the temperature is higher, so they need to rise it up, lower the temperature, and on the side they lower it down to increase temperature to make sure that you distribute evenly. And now this is the newer version of the tea baking machine. It's basically the same thing, and it still uses charcoal fire in here, and then in here this is like the oven drawer, and then whenever they finish a new batch of tea, they're gonna switch it up. Adding more charcoal to the baking tray. So now you see basically like the version 1 of tea versus the the tea baking versus version 2. This